It's the Super MMA Bros. Who the freak are these guys? They're calling every fight, never wrong, always.
Hey, it's the Super MMA Bros here again. We're here to talk about UFC 321 fight predictions. Mackenzie Dern. And this is from the UFC embedded. Like they're just showing her off so they know like that's kind of the only thing we care about. I don't even know much about her opponent. I know it's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu person that's supposed to be good, but I think the main interest in this fight is what UFC embedded is showing right here. So I barely know anything about this fight. I think, brother, you might know a little more if you want to say anything.
I got a lot to say about Dern. Obviously, they're trying to push for her because she's marketable. I mean, they're showing her a little bikini. Like, what a fighter she is. Look at her. She's in a bikini, hee hee, drinking, hee hee.
It's actually
And,
in a
and here,
thong. They show her walking around from the back too. They're like, look at it, watch it.
did they really? Wow. Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, you guys. Like, this is a Sean Strickland moment, but he's right. Like, they're trying to sell her because if you didn't know, Zhang moved up. She vacated. So this is for the belt, people. They're tr and guess what? That opponent, the Rosas Jr. that MMA Guru talked about, that opponent, she's already beaten. She's beaten this woman before earlier in her career. So they're handing Mackenzie, they're handing.
What are you laughing
I
at?
like how
Don't
you're right on her boob.
continue. I know what you're talking about.
As I was saying, they're handing Mackenzie this win on a silver platter because she's already beaten her in her previous career. Even during their presser, they asked her like, "Oh, how do you think you're going to beat her?" Blah blah blah. But like she's a smaller woman. You can tell Dern is bigger, and you could tell that her opponent is worried. So it's like Dana just this is like the perfect thing for Dana. And if you notice, Dana never really announced that Zhang vacated. So like Dern's getting like an undeserved title shot. Really, I mean, she's 15-5-0, so 15-5, really no draws. So I guess she doesn't have a terrible record, but she's not championship material, but yet she's getting like basically if she can't win this, Dana just has to keep her around as a journeyman to show off her ass. That's kind of bottom line.
Okay, see, I didn't. I was like, how the hell is she fighting for the title? I was like kind of puzzled on that. I didn't look it up yet. But that you said Zaylee, I don't always fuck up her name, but like she moved up because she's fighting Shanchenko, right? So that now it makes sense because I'm like, well, how the hell is Dern fighting for a title? It's like they're gonna make a separate belt like BMF, but it's like big ass belt or like big ass
Big ass
motherfucking
booty belt.
yeah, big booty belt. Yeah. Um, BBB. But yeah, so like I think I heard D Dean Thomas or Din Thomas, who's the fighter's analysis too. He said this is like the most like nobody cares about this title fight because he's right. Like yeah, I mean whoever's champ there, it's like you're not fighting Zaylee right because he's moving up. I don't know if you have any more to say on that. Or you want to move on to the main fight?
Let's move on to the main
Yeah,
card,
not a
the
whole lot
main
to talk
fight.
about Dern. She's got a nice ass. See, yeah, the main fight is Ciryl Gane versus Tom Aspinall, and it's going to be in Abu Dhabi, which that's another point actually. It's going to be in Abu Dhabi, and they used to never have any women's fights. That was like part of the deal. So actually, they were kind of good cards because there wouldn't be any filler fights. Although if you had to go to the bathroom though, like it made it hard because you normally would do that during the women's fights. But this fight, yeah, they have the women's fights. Dana must have put some pressure on them, but
I like how you're on the other girl for a second. You look like you're with Mackenzie Dern.
Well,
That
that's
was
kind of funny. So I
hilarious.
was just trying to make you laugh as we were talking because I was bored. But yeah, the main fight, UFC 31, Aspinall versus Gane, and Gone. Or I think it's pronounced Gone. But yeah, like I think I'm leaning towards Aspinall because he's got the knockout power. But Gane is like you never know because he's from a kickboxing background. Like he against Nagano like did really well. He was beating Nagano in the striking. Nagando's similar to Aspinall a little bit that he has the one shot power, but he couldn't get him. He couldn't hit Gon and like hurt him. So I think Gon would have beat Nagano if not for the wrestling. Cause like but that's the thing. Aspinall, he's been training since he was like a kid with his dad in jiu-jitsu and grappling. So like I think Gon has I saw some embedded stuff that he's been like getting some Iranian wrestler guy to train him and stuff. But like how much improvement can you make in a couple years versus Aspinall, who's been grappling his whole life type of thing. Um, But you never know. Gon's a pretty good striker. One that like for a heavyweight he moves really quickly, which is like he's pretty crazy. But he doesn't have one hit knockout power. He takes a while to like finish people, right? He could take him 3 to 5 rounds. So that leans in Aspinall's favor because he's really good at submissions too. If he gets Gon down the ground, he could just submit him as quickly as John Jones possibly. What if he beats John Jones, takes him down, submits him in like 1 second? I forget how long it took Jones, but it's like 20 seconds or something crazy. But yeah, what do you think?
You somehow managed to say the name wrong every you're like Chael Sonnen, like Ciryl Gane.
Well, he's
It's just
French,
hilarious
right?
to
Do you
me.
need to learn to say his name right?
The people you care less about, I know, you don't ever learn their
Why
name.
didn't I
But
didn't say Aspinall? I should have said Tom Aspinall like Rampage does, which is funny. Whoever I
but
think is gonna win, I learned to say their name.
yeah, I mean, I feel like he loses. And to your point, how can you're not going to learn how to wrestle. Like you got subbed by John in like under a minute or whatever it was in round one. Like, you know, if Aspinall's stupid and tries to bang with them, then yeah, maybe something wrong. But Aspinall has like I don't think Aspinall's dumb enough to like he's seen the tape, he saw how quickly he got submitted. Like, why wouldn't Aspinall take him down? I don't see why Aspinall would want to like fight a kickboxer on the feet when he doesn't have to, when it's so easy to submit the guy. Like even Francis Ngannou took him down like a ton, right? It was he just threw him around like a rag doll. And like
Yeah,
Ngannou's
to
not
be
even a
fair, that
wrestler.
was many years ago, and apparently Gon has been practicing its wrestling, but like there was like rumors too, like in the past where he didn't take the wrestling seriously and only really trained kickboxing before the Nagano fight. So maybe since then he's been practicing, but is it enough though to deal with Aspinall? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, there was some little clips I saw or like things that they've said before the fight, so I'll show that real quick. So yeah, like Cyril was saying, I want to go very fast in the very first round, maybe go to deep waters with Tom Aspinall. I mean, and then yeah, Aspinall said everybody said that the word deep waters gets knocked out in the first minute. Go back and check, and he's probably not lying because like Aspinall, I mean, Cyril Gane, he doesn't have the knockout power. Like maybe he gets like a lucky head kick or something, but Aspinall in like the face off, he's a little taller too. It's gonna be hard for Cyril to like land that head kick. Like it'll be easy for Aspinall to do it. Yeah, so like you said, I'm like it's like 80% like Aspinall's gonna win in my opinion. Like because he has the good takedowns, good jujitsu and knockout power. And Cyril's only got he's like an Adesanya at heavyweight where he's got the point fighting kickboxing style that's good against people, but if Aspinall connects with one good shot, it could be over. And if that's not working out, he can do the Ngannou route and just grapple him and to the end of the fight or submit him. So like even Tai Tuivasa against Ciryl Gane almost knocked him out. Remember? Like he was getting ass beat, but he landed a good like right hook. But yeah, with Tai Tuivasa, he almost finished Gane. Like he like I think Cyril admitted after like if Tai had landed a few more shots, he would have been out. And like Tai Tuivasa is kind of not the best fighter. Just heavyweight division's kind of weak. There's not like tons of great guys at the top. So like if you struggle against him and almost get finished right against Aspinall. I just feel like Aspinall's gonna knock him out. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's stupid comment taking him to deep waters. He's never been to deep waters. So it's like he's always knocking everyone out. So it's a really stupid
Well,
comment by
well,
Ciryl Gane.
it's not a dumb comment in a way that his point kind of is Tom's never. I think he's been past the first round, maybe to the second, but yeah, he's never been like 5 rounds. So like maybe I don't think Gon is the one to do it. It'll be a good strategy, like grapple him or something and tire him out, but then and make him like go 4 or 5 rounds. Who knows how the cardio holds up? But I don't think Gon's the one that can do it. But oh yeah, there was some little video with DC too that I guess let me show that real quick because like even DC kind of he got caught on like a hot mic type of moment talking to Tom Aspinall and he's kind of agreeing with what we've been talking about uh that he just thinks Aspinall's gonna win. Let's see, let's play it real quick.
Vision, like what type of run you can go on.
Yeah, I know.
Be crazy. You like change your life.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what is Almeida's fighting? Sorry, Jailton can't fight.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Jailton. I don't know.
I think Volkov.
Kind of glitchy.
Damn, right? You beat him in the first
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
It's like, it can crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, you're on the verge of some crazy
I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep doing my
working
thing.
hard though.
Thanks, bro.
You gotta keep working hard.
Thank you. I will do. Will do.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm working harder now than I ever was.
When things like that, like, doesn't come around often, right? It's like when I got to fight Volkan. I had to defend the belt against Volkan Ozdemir one time, man.
You couldn't believe your luck.
And I won the lottery, son. Well, they were like, hey, man, we think you get to fight Volkan. I'm like, yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, so for anyone that couldn't really hear it, because he's trying to whisper, DC thinks he's being like slick that they can't hear it, but I mean, I'm sure they have good mics there and they picked it up. Or he did on purpose and didn't care. But basically, he's saying like he thinks Aspinall is going to be like the top heavyweight, maybe like a goat and just defeat everybody. He was saying, because he has a point, he was saying Volkov, like, yeah, you already beat Volkov once. If Volkov wins and fights him again, it's kind of an easy-ish fight for Aspinall. He kind of shit talked Almeida and just said that guy doesn't know how to fight. But I get why he's saying that because there was some fight, I think it was against Derek Lewis. Like all he did was just like hold Derek Lewis on the ground level fight. Like he kind of has like one dimensional. He just like has the grappling. That's about it type of thing. I think he's had a couple knockouts, right? But against Aspinall, he doesn't stand much of a chance. So kind of DC is kind of saying like, yeah, this division kind of sucks right now. You're gonna just destroy everybody. Which maybe that's why he's whispering. He doesn't want to say that. He wants to pretend this fight's like, the heavyweight division's competitive. But that's kind of what I feel like too. Aspinall he could be the next John Jones. He could maybe outpace John Jones. You never know, right? Like just defeating everybody. Like what if Pereira ends up fighting Aspinall at some point? Maybe he fights John Jones first, and then the winner of that fights Aspinall. Probably won't happen because John Jones is a duck. But were you able to hear that, brother? Do you have any opinions on that?
Yeah, the video is okay near the end, but I mean DC's trying to like DC's probably dumb enough not to know that it's being captured,
Yeah, it
but he
could be either
also I
way.
think
Because I thought maybe he did on purpose, but he is kind of stupid too.
yeah, it's like Dominic Cruz would say, like he doesn't do any research. Like he just kind of, and I get it. He's coaching Gilroy, he's training his son, he's got all these like other engagements. Like UFC, it's like this is his like side it's like driving Uber Eats. That's what UFC announcing is for him. It's just like a side thing he does. He's a champ, he's double champ. He does the double champ does the what he wants, he does whatever he wants. So like we all give him a pass. Like he does have interesting takes, but I kind of feel like this was stupid, and it got brought up at the press conference.
Oh, did it?
Um,
Okay. Yeah, so
it did.
you watch more of the press conference than me, so yeah, talk about that.
Honestly, everybody, it's not worth watching. It's like 16 minutes and it's utter pure dog shit. Like I'll
Is
save
it?
you the
Wow.
time. Yeah, it's basically like, oh, is Ciryl gonna be a tricky fight for you? No, yes, he might be. Like it's like it's kind of like Holloway, where it's like we'll go find out Saturday night. Like it's just stupid shit like that. And then it's like Mackenzie Dern wearing like a sleeveless spaghetti strap, where she's like, hee hee, I'm hot, and the other girl's looking like Rosas Jr. Like I'm gonna be a guru. It's like
Oh
the
yeah,
start.
like she does she has a rough look to her. I mean, let's
Dude,
see.
I thought she was a dude. Literally, I said in my head, I'm like, who's that dude?
Brother, they're doing cross-gender fights.
Dude, like I couldn't fucking believe when I saw her. Like I literally
Yeah,
thought it was a really. I'm like, why is this dude so tiny? Why is this dude's shoulder so small? Like I was literally thinking that, and then when they panned to Mackenzie Dern, realized it's a fucking woman. I'm like, holy shit! Like that's an ugly woman.
yeah, here we go. You guys could see
That's actually not
Virna,
as bad as a picture. That like I'm
Jemmy.
gonna while you keep going, but I'm gonna bring up the press conference picture because she really looks like a freaking dude.
Here, I could Google it for everybody. Let's see. We'll get a maybe they don't want to see it, but they're gonna Virna Jandiroba.
It was bad, guys. Like I literally not. This isn't even me being insulting. Oh, I found a perfect picture.
Oh
I'm gonna
boy.
show. I found the picture.
All right, I'll let you do it.
Yeah, guys, gentlemen. This is bad.
It looked like there was many, many to choose from.
Like, guys, like you're gonna like I'm not even you guys think I'm exaggerating, but like I'm not. So let me show this.
Hey,
It's
is she
really
gonna
that
start
bad.
OnlyFans like what was that fighter, the Brazilian was kind of dyke looking one? What was her name? That slammed Rose Namajunas on her head. What was her name? She kind of looked like this chick, and then she ended up doing OnlyFans.
You see this picture, guys, over here? Let me make it bigger.
Oh wow, yeah, she looks like that looks like Max Holloway from far away.
That's what I'm saying. You see this? You
But
see that
Blessed,
picture?
is that you? Blessed? Is it BMF belt on the line as well as the big booty belt?
Honest, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that side view.
But the front view, this is what I saw. They're putting them side by side, but they weren't side by side. They're like on the opposite ends of the table. So you didn't actually see Dern when this woman started talking. That's why it threw me. It was Aspinall and then this woman. And so you don't see Dern, so you think it's like you have no way to know it's a woman. You only realize she's a woman when they go to Dern on the opposite side of the table. But look at that. Yeah, it's like a female version of Max, like a dyke version of Max Holloway. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's
and like that's
a
a
oh go ahead.
and here's the thing, you guys. Look at Dern in her like sleeveless thing. This is Abu Dhabi. Like, like I'm surprised one, they're having a female fight, and I'm surprised two, they're allowing Dern to look like this. Like, hair's out, like, the boobies are covered, but like, she's showing some skin. At least, wannabe Max Holloway's got like a normal shirt on at least. But like, look at those arms too. It's like, man,
Well,
like
I
you
mean, you're
just think
kind
this
of
is a
being you're
dude.
kind of being like a Puritan right now. I mean, even when they're fighting, that she shows that much, right? So it's not that bad. But yeah, she probably would have had the boo-boos out if they weren't in Abu Dhabi.
I mean, come on, look at this.
See, like
It's
everything's
like,
covered up. I see the other photo, right? So yeah, she had to put on shorts.
look at this in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, really? Yeah. But she's still kind of covered up though, right? See, that's about the same as what's showing in the fight, right? Because they have the little tube top sometimes in the shorts, so that's on
But
par.
here's the thing. This is what she was wearing versus she's in
Yeah,
Abu
but
Dhabi. You see
still
that
covered
dress?
up, still covered up. Like you know what I mean? Compared to what they're wearing in the fight, it's about the same. Versus normally she'd probably be in like a bikini or something, like in
This
the
is
UFC embedded.
I mean, this is as close and here's look at the other woman. She looks like a straight dude. Look at the pants. Like this is I mean like let me get in on this. This one's like you see this? Guys, like look at the difference. I would think this is a dude if you didn't
Oh yeah,
honestly, Green Brother. Is that if you saw this image and you didn't know anything, you'd be like, who is Dern fucking squaring up to?
yeah, true.
But Dern's on that gear. Look at those guns. Look at the definition. Like I've noticed over the last year she's gotten like she's kind of getting that Kayla Harrison look. I think because the title picture, I'm sure Dana was communicating with her about like, hey, if you keep winning, we're gonna get you to, she's divorced and she's trying to, she has a baby daddy that's taking all her money,
What are
so
you,
she
John
needs to
Anik?
be
Tell me about
champ.
the divorce. Just so you guys
Yeah,
know, this fighter's going through a real divorce. Back to you, DC. Like,
right. So it's like she's getting that like buffed out look that it's like unnatural. There's a DeRitter. There's a
I'm sure the
picture with her with
Brazilian lady dude is also on the same shit though. You know, they usually are in
DeRitter
Brazil.
and Mackenzie Dern. There's a picture of her and Mackenzie Dern on a boat, and like she doesn't look like this. Like this was years and years ago. But even here, look at Dern here. She doesn't look all geared up here, right? It's like the geared up thing is more recent because in the past she was like looking a little softer. She's been getting geared up like
Well,
all
yeah,
this.
she's probably debating
She
between being a champion or opening OnlyFans.
yeah, it's yeah, she basically, she she's probably one of the hottest in the UFC, but she's still doing the roids, and that's kind of like she has that kind of roid look. They always deny it. It's like what's his name, Nate Diaz. Everybody on steroids. Like he's not wrong. Like especially these women fighters. Like Zhang looks like a Chinese dude. Like let's be real.
Well, yeah, all
Like
the women are gonna use it, right, to like get a little stronger because if the other woman's not, then they have a huge advantage, like this
Yeah,
power. So
exactly, because they're on male freaking hormones. But yeah, I mean, it's that's the thing with Dern. It's like it's kind of just funny to me. She's 15-5, so I guess the people could argue, well, her record isn't bad, right? Like she's just kind of been a journeyman in the division that's been on a streak lately. But it's like, I mean, the fact if Zhang didn't leave, she'd never be champ. There's like no question in my mind. So Dana is just loving this. Like I get a hot chick as our champ. Like I get to market like on embedded. Like look, this is our champ. Isn't she so hot, little simp boys? It's like the Nina draw. Like here's
there
the
was the
thing,
other fighter,
guys.
was it Paige? What's her name? The blonde one.
Paige
Um,
Van Zant.
yeah,
Yes.
right. She kind of was like, I'm hot. Like, then she just went and did OnlyFans and left.
Yeah,
But she was a
exactly.
worse fighter though. Dern is actually like has some skills. Dern has the jujitsu.
Jordan
Uh,
has some skills. I'll admit that she's not terrible, but she's like a Jorge Masvidal of the division. Never meant to be champ. Kind of a gatekeeper s type fighter. She's nothing. All she has is jujitsu. So it's they're you know it's the Nina drama thing all over again. Like let's harken back to Sewer King. Like where did Nina come from? She was a Playboy model. For the simp boys. Like Dana enlisted her to get all the simp boys interested in MMA, like get all the teen boys interested too. Like
oh
I
yeah.
feel
Oh,
like
there's
it's
something going around too that Tom Aspinall got interviewed by Nina. He's just like staring at her ass, like But I don't blame the man. It's like right from his face. He's getting ready for a fight. He's all worked up. What are you supposed to do?
no, no, we got to show that because it's hilarious, especially after the whole thing with the fingers. What was it?
Oh
It
yeah,
was it
she
was
she she asked him some like really like graphic questions about sexual stuff. Like she asked him, I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was very sexual, like kind of you know not professional. Any other interviewer wouldn't ask it, but she's a former Playboy model and is just like eye candy to get young people into the UFC. So then he kind of responded because she was being all graphic, like, "Oh, you ever been fingered by a UFC fighter?" And then she got all like flustered, but it's like, yeah, you're asking him gross out questions. So
yeah.
he kind of
I'm
did the same
I'm gonna
thing.
I'm gonna bring you guys to the Reddit for this because it is Green Brother discovered this earlier today, and I just thought it was hilarious because it's like even Mr. Good Boy, Tom Aspinall that would never hurt a fly, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm not sure if he's married. I know he has a kid, but like he doesn't seem like the type to be a little like sleazeball. So like this picture, picture says 1,000 words. Like look at him looking at her ass right here. Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's
come
the whole
on,
reason she
guys.
got hired, though. I mean, that's what she's there for.
Look at it. Here's the thing. I'm gonna zoom in. You see his face? Like, look at that like face. And here's the thing, our Redditor did a perfect little meme thing. Like, here's him looking, and then they just keep going closer on his face. Right? Is he just has this look of like, look at that ass. And that's the thing. Here's the thing, you guys. Like, Sewer King did a total expose on Nina Drama, and it's like I get it. Dana needs to sell sex. It's like, we have ring girls like Khabib, like,
Well,
oh, ring girl
just
is
so
not
people
good.
understand, because they don't know what you're talking about a little bit, like the UFC pretended like Nina was a third party independent YouTuber, and they're like, oh, we're just happy to collaborate with her. But for her very first video, the UFC cameraman followed her around and brought her in a tour of the arena, right? So Sarah King pointed out that's never happening to you or I. The Super MMA bros aren't going to get chaperoned around with UFC cameras for her first fight, right? It's because she's a contractor that they're paying and they paid for her to start the channel, pretend like it's independent, right? But it's basically it's a UFC company channel is just the background.
Yeah, and a lot of people argue that Chael Sonnen is a shill. They're saying it may not be the exact same situation, but it's kind of like a front for the UFC. Same with Daniel Cormier's channel. There's
Well, they're
kind of
both,
like
conflict of interest. I don't think they're actually paid to say exactly the UFC ones, but they're also on the payroll. DC's the announcer, and Chael's on ESPN as a like a after the fight
Bisping.
commentator.
Bisping's the same way.
Well, yeah, of course, but give Bisping his credit. Like he often shits on what the UFC is doing or decision making, right? Because he can't be controlled. He's the crazy British man, right? But Chael and DC more do suck Dana's dick a little bit. Like, oh yes, but the UFC they have some weird takes that all the fans think something is dumb and they like agree with the stupid UFC decision, but Bisping would just shit on it. It's kind of like I don't really like watching Chael that often because he's kind of like a politician where he like stretches every question out and he like draws it out. It's like a 1 minute answer and then it becomes like a 20-minute thing. I'm just like, oh, hitting my hand on the table a little bit. It's like a lot of cheesiness. He's playing a character, I get it, but occasionally he's very funny. Um, but anyways, continue.
Yeah, I'm just saying to your point, I remember Laura Sanko had an interview with Nina where she was like, "Oh, so but where did you come from?" And then
Oh
Nina was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I can't, I did some like modeling, haha." Like I did, oh, I just, like she wouldn't give the real
Yeah,
answer, which is like you're from.
Laura Sanko even said like, but you're not really answering my question because like Laura knew it's like yeah you were a Playboy model you were like you're just posing naked right you acted like you're just like a normal model it's like no you're a Playboy model they hired you to so the people on YouTube can see your ass in the thumbnail like oh what is this oh UFC what is that and then click on it but Lauren Sanko worked her way up she was actually a fighter I think she left to have her kid but she's actually a decent commentator on the fights because she's fought before, right? She had to do it the hard way, so she was butthurt at Nina Drama's like industry plant status that she didn't get.
And here's the thing, you guys. It's like I used to watch her channel when she first came out. I knew she was a kind of a plant from the start, but she actually put more effort in the interviews. I thought she would be able to get kind of like the fighters to answer non-standard questions and kind of get more personality because she's not doing the stupid like, so how are you gonna beat him? Da, da, da. Like she's kind of getting them comfortable so they might slip up and say something they shouldn't, which was interesting to watch. And then after a while, once she got that following, it's just turned into giggly girl trash. Like hee, I'm hot. Like I make the men I make sexual jokes. Like it's kind of like it's turned into kind of like, eighth eighth grade humor and like maybe high school dits kind of stuff where it's like even though she's hot, like I get frustrated because I'll be like, I don't think she's that hot, and then she'll like be all like bent over. I'm like, damn it, I did a Tom Aspinall. I'm looking too. And I'm like, God damn it, I know better than this. And that's the thing. It's like the men that know better, it's like the Jedi mind tricks won't work on you. But like for a lot of these guys, I think they're just like, oh, she's hot and she's kind of funny, so I'm gonna watch. And um, yeah.
Um, yeah. We do want to mention there's some other fights in this card, so I think we should move into that. Um, yeah, the other fight is Umar Nurmagomedov and Mario Bautista. And I don't know as much about Bautista, but Umar, his last fight, I don't think he fought again since Merab, right? Like his last fight was Merab, I believe, for the title. And he put up a good fight, but Merab clowned on him with the grappling and stuff. It was kind of fun to see, to be honest, like to see a Dagestani get out grappled. But it was still a good fight, competitive fight. And Umar said his hand was broken in the start. I don't know if he said the start or said before the fight, so he kind of used that as an excuse. So if he ends up beating Bautista, he probably gets another title shot. And I think Bautista, I think he might have been the one that fought on like a Canada card earlier in the year or last year against Aldo. I mean, it was against Aldo, but like he had some fight that was really, really boring where all he did was like like clinch a guy against the fence. It might have been Aldo, but yeah. So I'm rooting for Umar to win kind of because of that. You probably know more about this than me.
Yeah, I've watched Umar a lot more. I've watched all the Nurmagomedovs. I don't know why I'm turning it to you right now, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of Umar or any of the clan that they're from because they kind of have this like arrogance, like we're the best. Send them 2 years to Uncle Iev, or put him with Uncle Iev. Send him 2 to 3 years to Dagestan. Like they have this attitude that like they're like destined to win. They think they're better than everyone, and then like you said, Umar got like trolled essentially by Marab, and then he's like, "Yeah, you hurt my hand. Don't
Well, and the
I
thing
really
was,
would have
like,
won."
Umar talked a lot of shit before. He's like, "You're going to see, brother. I bring him to deep waters." Like, he kept talking shit about Marab's wrestling and stuff. And then that's why it was so satisfying when Marab, like, I remember Khabib was just in the corner, like, all like yelling, like, "No, Umar, Umar!" Like, you could just see Khabib like crapping his pants as Umar got destroyed.
One funny moment during the press conference was like Umar, like somebody asked Umar, like, "Do you think this is gonna be a like number one contenders match?" And then Umar was like, "Well, Dana, I have a question for you." And Dana's like, "Oh, for me?" And Umar goes to Dana and goes, "Oh, well, like if I do beat him, is it a number one contenders match?" And then Dana Dana was so like shocked, he gave a real answer. Like, well, if you really put on a show, it can be. So like basically, if you're a boring Dagestani dry humper, it won't be. So it was kind of hilarious that like Dana was like, yeah, like I'm not, I like he's warmed up to Marab enough that he prefer Marab over
Well,
Umar.
Marab, he's a little crazy. He sells the fights. He says some crazy stuff to promote it, and like during the fight, he's kind of silly. So he's, I didn't like him in the beginning either. But he's growing on me as well. But yeah, I guess we should move on real quick to there's Alexander Volkov and Almeida. Kind of a, not that interesting of a fight really, because Aspinall's already beat Volkov once. Almeida, he's just a grappler that just like holds on to people like he did that to Lewis, just held him on the ground to win. I think he might have had a knockout his last fight, but like I'm thinking Volkov beats him. I don't know what your opinion is.
Yeah, it's a gatekeeper fight. It's a filler fight. And also, how good is Almeida? Like, it's kind of like if Almeida beats Volkov, maybe Almeida can be in the title picture.
Yeah, it's a fresh matchup for Aspinall then, right? So in a way, it'd be more interesting.
If Volkov beats him, to your point, Dana's gonna hate it because like you can't put Volkov versus Aspinall, right? You
Well,
just can't.
they'd have to because he arguably won his last fight against Ciryl Gane, right? It was kind of a robbery. So if he wins this, then he has to get the next title shot.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a boring. It's going to turn into a boring division. Dana knows that. I think that's why Dana made this fight.
Yeah,
He's hoping Almeida wins. It's way more interesting. Have a fresh face to go against Aspinall
yeah,
that might, be able to take him out. But I don't mind this fight. I'll watch it. I'm going to, shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. This one's barely worthy, but I'll be there. So this
yeah.
fight's one of the ones I'm willing to
O
watch.
Overall, it's like only really a decent card. It's really just the one fight, Aspinall and Gane, and then I'm interested in Umar just because with the Marab thing. But other than that, it's kind of just a shitty card, really. But
You have to
Tom
watch
Aspinall
Mackenzie
and
too.
Gane is the most important thing. But yeah, we're about to run out of time here. So make sure you like and subscribe, Super MMA Bros, our new channel.
Come on, subscribe, don't hold back, or we gonna get Nate to hit you with a Stockton slap. You can trust us, we ain't like DC on a scale. Smash! Subscribe, don't fail, cause if you